Hi, this is Neil from 3Tours by Foot in London. This is a Wednesday morning, early in May 2020. London, like many places in the world, is currently under lockdown due to the coronavirus pandemic. And one of the instructions that we're being given, or guidance we're being given in London, is that we can go out for a short period every day to get some exercise. As we're in lockdown, there are plainly no walking tours at the moment, so what I thought I'd do is use the opportunity with my exercise to actually go around, shoot a bit of video and show some of the London Docks tours, sights and sounds and areas that we pass through, which is one of the tours I actually run for 3Tours by Foot in London. So we're stood here, as you can see, alongside the Thames. I will apologise because my camera work is probably not great. It's not something I'm used to doing, but we're close by the start point where we would actually start for the London Docks tour, and the start point is there. You can see the red and blue burger hut in front, the short wall to the right hand side. That's where we generally meet, and once we've met, I move the group along here alongside the river where we begin our tour. And stood here, we're alongside the River Thames on the North Bank in east of London, just east of the City of London, and the Thames from here runs away to the east for about 20 to 25 miles before it joins the sea. And it's this area here heading east is where all of the dock systems that made up the Port of London were situated through the 1800s and 1900s. The most famous probably is Canary Wharf down on the Isle of Dogs, which is now the central hub for London's financial district after its redevelopment in the 1980s. But from here you can see opposite we have Butler's Wharf, which is one of the original warehouses. This dates back to the 1860s, I believe, and one of its claims to fame was that it was the largest storage place for tea in the world. And when you look at the size of that, it's incredible to think that much of that was used for storing tea. Even more incredible is when you realise that it was just one of a multitude of warehouses dotted along London, around London, which we use for tea storage. The position we start, as you saw at the beginning as I began shooting, is right underneath Tower Bridge, one of London's iconic buildings, and we actually stood underneath the bridge here, and you'll see some better views and images of it as I move a little bit further down. Coming past the other side of the river, the building just past the bridge, looks like a crash helmet, is the Mayor's building. We can see the foot of the Shard there, the triangular shape disappearing behind the bridge. The warship there you can see is HMS Belfast. This is a cruiser from the Second World War, which is now moored here permanently and open as a museum. Good place to visit if you want an idea of how sailors lived and worked during the Second World War. This saw a lot of action, including D-Day, when its guns were used to help suppress the Third Reich forces on the beaches behind Normandy. Next bridge down, which you can see in the distance, is London Bridge. So that's London Bridge. What we're stood under is Tower Bridge. It's a mistake that people often make, so my speech is going without running tours all the time. But that's London Bridge. Rather boring compared to Tower Bridge. We have a police launch just going past. One of very few boats using the river at the moment. Generally speaking, the Thames is absolutely full of traffic. And then if I continue panning around, you can see just the other side of Tower Bridge. You can see the edge of the Tower of London there. So from here, this will be the start of the tour. I would normally head off into St Catherine's Docks, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'll stop in there, give you a look at St Catherine's Docks, and join you shortly.